Hello everyone, TJ here, and welcome back to another video. October is upon us, and I figured I would do a progress check where we are with the squads. What am I planning for the upcoming month, or this month, should I say? And just overall, what is my process, and how have we progressed, especially on the elves? So if you're ready, let's take a closer look. So I want to start out here with my elves, and basically nothing much has changed. I'm slowly working Illidan to gear 9 due to the candles being a pain to acquire. Elra here is gear 9. Arwen, I did one change on her because RNG kept going against me last raid in chapter 3. I've now made her special 2, so it is available right off the bat. Hopefully that should help me because for the first two raids, with chapter 3 I was getting like 800, close to 900k. Last time I couldn't get above 600, so I'm hoping this can help a little bit with the RNG. Now elves I am going full in on. I had expected I would be 7-star at the end of September. I aren't. And yeah, words are hard in the morning. Basically what I did was I'm now doing 2 refreshes on Arwen, Elladan, and Lomian before I was just basically doing 1. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I really want to finish them. So I should finish them before Elrond comes out. My guess is Elrond will come after the 2 Elf Marquis. Could be wrong, he could come during one of them, but if we look at everything, I think it would make the most sense for the end of October. Maybe around the same time as chapter 4, though I do expect chapter 4 comes out maybe within 2 to 3 weeks, so I think chapter 4 will come before Elrond. So Rivendell I want to be done with when Elrond comes out, and just so I can actually spend that energy on something else. Now what I'm gonna be doing is Legolas is available, as everyone knows, in the arena shop, so I'm gonna be buying him now. Naramiri is farmed all the way, and Leliel I will probably need to farm for some turquoise mats. But anyways, that is my elf squad. Then let's go over to the Haradrim actually. So Haradrim is basically doing pretty okay. I'm gonna work on these guys and girls after I finished with my Gondor squad. Boromir is getting close to 60, and after that is just Miri, and then my XP will go into these 3 because I need them for the focus check. They can get a kill in difficulty 3 on chapter 2, but they can't go beyond that, and I'm hoping that it will help. I'm pushing some mats into these whenever I have a supply of shadow crystals, because I feel it's helpful and it makes me do something with my crystals. Instead of just stockpiling, hoarding, and seeing what comes next, then I feel this is better to do because it is an investment that is giving some return. And when I'm done with the refreshes on the elves, I'm actually going to be doing 1 refresh on Robel and Yeftu. That is my plan at the moment. Who knows if I will go above that, and that is because I just really want to finish them just like with the elves. So they are actually done, because that frees up the energy for future releases that might come. So yeah, that's Haradrim. A quick look here. I'm not really gonna talk too much about Gondor. You probably seen my Gondor video. Boromir, I will probably make level 60 after we've had the Balin event. At the moment, I'm still saying that I'm not going to be spending on Balin, but we will see if Temptation is too great, because the XP would just really, like the free marquees that are going to come out, their XP would actually be enough for me to finish Haradrim and Gondor Ranger Squad with XP wise, like the surplus I would gain during that time from raids, daily stuff, etc., and then the spare that I get for the final tier. So we'll see if I can resist the temptation. What else? Then let's go take a look at Road to Rivendell actually, because they are on the back end. Now Road to Rivendell I actually stopped farming because of the 2 refreshes I'm doing on the Rivendell. I'm gonna go back and do them. And when I do that, I'm gonna go back and farm Pippin. Pippin I have put on hold because I need the ability materials for the Gondor squad, and I'm doing some probably like I'm doing at least one guild refresh per day, but I might do up to three just to speed it up. And when I'm ready to go back to the Road to Rivendell squad, I'm gonna be farming Pippin. I know Gimli's out and I like Gimli, but I'm not gonna be farming him at the moment, and that is because I simply don't have the time or the resources to build him as well. And on top of how hard it would hit my guild currency and everything, so yeah. Road to Rivendell I am gonna be building, and they are doing great as people can see in my videos. Yes, their changes have hurt them a little bit, some people could say, but I still see them putting out 900k. So Road to Rivendell doing pretty well. Now today, actually, just maybe 30 minutes ago, Rohan squad, one from the guild DK crew, actually managed with Rohan along with Gimli and Legolas, like the Rohan 3 along with Gimli Legolas, actually managed to get the second kill on Cave Troll in difficulty 3. So pretty good there. And I have decided I'm gonna be finishing Eomer with his shards. And that is also my hope that I can farm Road to Rivendell once per day. I can do refreshes on Haradrim, and I can start investing energy into these two. And the reason for that is I actually really like Rohan squad, and also like they're useful, but in general I really like them. So I would like to be able to do that. And that's basically what I'm planning for. Now, if we go look at the actual chapters, we can take a look here. That might give you a better overview as well. So that was the squads. Like, finish off Gondor, build them to 60, gear 8, abilities, get them great. Miri, I'm really benefiting from the refreshes on the guild campaign, so I can buy shards from her, get her to 5-star at least, so she can also do difficulty 3 and get her closer to 7. Really looking forward to that because she's really great. Now, X and surplus energy, I'm not gonna be farming Herondale, like, again, Eothane and Yevtu I wanna farm, and then I also actually wanna farm Nuras, because I need armor essence, and yeah, I wouldn't mind having some Nuras shards. Could also farm some shadow crystals if I really need to. Isengard, maybe, but my plan is X energy will be going into Nuras and just materials in general, but like he is someone that I might do, and then and then it's just like a little bit here and there based on what I need. Not really gonna do anything up here. I'm hoping we get a chapter 6 hard soon. My Elven shards have actually been really bad for the last couple of days. Like with 2 refreshes, normally I would get like between 14 to 20. Now I'm gaining like 10, and it's really slowing me down, but it's okay. If you are interested in building dwarves and you want also to build Rivendell, you should actually farm Keeley because these books, elves need them, so make sure you do that. Now, if we go over to the Shadow campaign, I actually might, now that I think about it, candles. I think I'm gonna be putting more energy into candles, so one here on the shadow and one on the light side, so I can make my characters gear 9, at least my Rivendell squad, so I can push for difficulty 4, especially when we get a 7-star Elrond. I really want to push difficulty 4, and I'm sure it can be done. I've already heard people doing it in the Discord, so that's really cool. But yeah, other than that, I'm basically just pushing my squads, and that's all I'm gonna do. Throw, I'm not gonna be focusing on. If you are still in the process of needing to farm crystals, though you shouldn't be, Dunhar might actually put 60 energy into if I can, just because it's a healer and there's a bleed effect. Then farm the ones where you also get essence at the same time, because that is just overall easier. Same here, like I think Nuras for me over Morsha, but yeah, you could farm either of them. And also I would say Mauher over Grimlords in case you need vests for a squad. Normally there are some things that go in both chapters, and here I would farm Lilial, but I might actually swap over to the Dunland character Wexy in the light side in case like we know we're gonna build Dunland at some point. And these I might actually have to farm. So there's a lot of different things that I want to do, but the things that takes priority for me at the moment, again, I'll pivot back here. It is building up the Gondor squad. Get them to gear 8 and take it from there. Get their abilities to where I want, as I mentioned in my previous video. And that is alongside Miri, and the reason why it's alongside Miri is because, yeah, as you can see, my Halberat gear 9, 5-star, so he helps overall, he helps me in arena, and he also helps me in the chapters, in the raid, so that's why I really want to push him. Like, he's doing 5.6 heal, I believe, at the moment, so that's pretty good, and yeah, I have high hopes for my Gondor squad. It's gonna be fun when they're really built. And the moment I'm done with Gondor, I'm gonna make Bekelu level 60, and after that it's gonna be Yef 2, so we can start benefiting from their focus. Especially Bekelu, she's the fastest, so I really need her. And hopefully the 7-star on the Haradrim should help with the focus check on the trolls. So overall, it's pretty interesting. First thing I'm gonna do, however, is I'm focusing on chapter 1 and chapter 3, pushing for the Gandalf shards so we can start progressing towards him, because if we take a look, actually, let's go find him here. Leader, I guess I gain 5 per raid, but if I could gain 6 from chapter 1 and 6 from chapter 3, that would be 17 per raid. That's a lot actually, because you do what, like at least 4 raids per month, so that is 17 times 17, that's 34. Times 2, that is 68. 68 shards per month. That's pretty fast, and if you could technically squeeze in a 5th raid. I believe it's 5 raids per month, basically, with how the keys are working, so that's a whole lot of keys for you. And then slowly, eventually, we will get to the chapter 2 shards as well, and we'll also be getting a chapter 4 soon. That's gonna be really exciting. Speaking of the bomber change, we are doing so well. Like, we are in chapter 2. We still have, how much do we have left? 9 hours, and we already unlocked the chest. We did over 50 million. I believe we did 51.5 just on the bomber mechanics, so we pushed above that 50 million threshold. Shout out to everyone. That was really great seeing. We had one who almost reached 4 million. That was pretty great. So yeah, I'm really excited about basically the raids feels great, and especially I'm looking forward to the Shadow and Flame. When we get it, I will be covering it, and I believe my Gondor Ranger squad will actually be very useful there due to the Eagle Eye mechanics that they're mentioning, which basically everyone has assumed there will be some Eagle Eye shenanigans that we need, and that should be really helpful for me. I won't have Faramir passive at level 6 for this raid, but I will have it for the next one, so that should be really interesting trying on the troll. There's not much progress on him. I did score my new high best to basically 1.3 million, and it's a slow progress on him, but it actually is interesting, though the momentum and block mechanics are a little bit annoying. Anyways, I'm really curious where we're gonna be in 1 month from now. We are gonna have a 7-star Elrond if he's released, but the squad is gonna be ready. We should have Gondor almost built up. We should have Gondor and Haradrim at level 60, and then we should be figuring out where we're gonna go from there. So if you like this video, drop me a comment down below and leave a like, and also consider subscribing. It would really mean the world to me. Take care, everyone.